Thanks, and we are counting down to the Tony Awards as well. They're just 1 week from tonight at Radio City Music Hall, and CBS 2's Dana Tyler talks to Broadway's most nominated new play and its nominees.
What good is a king that cannot fight?
In Wolf Hall, Parts 1 and 2, which is nominated for 8 Tony Awards, Nathaniel Parker plays King Henry VIII. So guess how tall he felt after hearing he was nominated for a Tony Award.
I went down to the subway on the F train, and I honestly felt 8 feet tall. I mean, I really did. I thought I was towering over everybody. And I wanted to go up and hug people and say, do you know what, me? I just got a nomination.
The ebullient Parker won Britain's Tony equivalent, the Olivier Award, in April. As the king, furious he has no male heir. Enter his go-to, a 16th century political spin doctor named Thomas Cromwell, played by Tony-nominated lead actor Ben Miles.
Now, a war uses up all the money you've got, then it breaks you, it bankrupts you.
When I led my soldiers into France in the year
1513.
He's Mr. Fixer. He fixes so many things for so many people. But he's clever, you know. He's one of the smartest men I've ever come across. He's very loyal, but he's very ruthless. He's very kind, but he's very brutal. He has great ideologies.
I took the town of Terouenne, which in your speech you called
a dog hole.
A dog hole.
The story is one we all know of Henry VIII and the man who gets him from first to second to third wife, Thomas Cromwell. He is someone who comes from nowhere, and he's built up his career, and he becomes the most powerful man, without being a king, in the whole of Europe.
The Royal Shakespeare Company production of Hilary Mantel's best-selling novels, set in 16th century Tudor England, are performed in repertory at Broadway's Winter Garden Theatre. On certain days, theater-goers can see Wolf Hall in order, Part 1 for the matinee, Part 2 at the evening performance. Nominee Lydia Leonard portrays Anne Boleyn, the queen who's failed to deliver a male heir.
So when a son is born to me, he shall succeed to the throne of England, and my daughters are and shall be royal princesses.
Miles marvels at the response of Wolf Hall's London transfer to Broadway.
It's the most celebratory theatre community in the world, and to come here as a company of English actors with an English play about English people, and to be lauded so much by New York is such a thrill.
No prince ever says to himself, this is my budget, so this is the kind of war I can have.
And both actors say Cromwell, maneuvering the royal court, is a New York story. If he can make it here, he can make it anywhere.
I often say to people, I think if New York City existed at that time, he'd have come over here in a shot, and he probably would have been mayor in a month. I think he would have loved this town. This is the kind of town that he would really, really, really thrive in.
It's a very New York tale, and I think that the New York audiences react in a way that we never had before. I love it.
All I ask for is a country godly and quietly governed, and a little peace and quiet for myself.
Wolf Hall, Parts 1 and 2, is at the Winter Garden Theatre now through July 5th. Dana Tyler, CBS 2 News.
And you can see the Tony Awards on CBS 2 Sunday, June 7th, live from Radio City Music Hall, hosted by Tony winners Kristen Chenoweth and Alan Cumming. And on Saturday night, June 6th, Dana has a behind-the-scenes preview on CBS 2 at the Tonys.
That's already next week.